What's up everybody, it's Velxcander here with another video, and today we're going to be covering how to do sky builds. For this you're going to need one foundation, 5 platform stairs like I'm walking on now, 2 floors to attach to the top, and then 1 large generator like this. You will need jetpacks to do this as well, either on power armor or on your basic normal armor. And you're going to need the perk card Wrecking Ball under strength. And what that's going to do is it's going to allow you to destroy this generator, which is imperative to do for this. So we're going to go ahead and get right into it. We're going to destroy this generator. So you've already picked a good spot, a location where you're going to start getting up off the ground. What that does when you destroy it is it's going to drop a piece of metal that doesn't disappear when you repair it and store it away. So you're going to go into the build menu, enter the edit mode, excuse me. We're going to go ahead and store this. Don't scrap it. We're going to need it for later. And as you can see, there's this piece of metal here. Now what we're going to do with that is we're going to move our camp, and it's going to let us place it on top of it. Sometimes you have to mess with it for a second to get it set, but once you do, and once you click accept, you're going to have to jump at the same time. So accept, yes, jump, and you are landing on this. If you fall, you have to start over. That is the big part of this, why you need the jetpack. Don't mess it up, line it up first. But now what we're going to do is we're just going to repeat the process, and we're just going to keep raising it up until we're at a build height we're comfortable with. In this case, just for the video, we're trying to get above Highway Town here in Burning Springs, Ohio. We're going to go ahead, get out of the edit menu. We're going to go to our history, stored. As you can see here, we have the platforms. We're going to go ahead and destroy that blueprint. It does not destroy the objects, just the blueprint itself, freeing the objects. Now we're going to go into our camp pieces, go to stairs. We're just going to, I don't know, place them here. Sometimes you have to mess with it to get it to all work, but in this case it seems like everything's working just fine. We'll start with that. Go ahead and climb almost up to the top. You can't place it if you're standing on the very top. So that's 5. We're going to go ahead and stop there. We're going to go ahead and go out, grab some floors. We're going to place them here. Get out of that. We're going to go to power, generators. We're going to grab out our large generator again. Go ahead and place that down. We're just going to destroy it again. Now, for this, I suggest having a lot of copper, screws, everything else you're going to need for this generator, because you're going to have to do this quite a few times. Go ahead and repair it, open the build menu, go into edit, and we're going to go ahead and pick that back up and store it, and we're just going to keep repeating this process. And as long as you have some form of floors placed somewhere up here, you'll be able to fast travel and spawn back up here. But if you don't have any floors and you're just using roofs, say for a UFO build, you'll be sadly mistaken when you're done building and find you can't fast travel back up into it and you have to start over. So make sure you have some floor somewhere in it. We're going to go ahead and do this again. This time we'll start aiming a little bit more that way. Go into history, stored. Delete the blueprint. Go back downstairs. Grab these out again. Go ahead and climb almost to the top of this one. Place. Place. And 5s I've seen is about what you can get away with. 6, you can't really place the generator on top depending on where the build limit is. So we'll stop it here. Go back to power, generators, grab out our big guy. We will need flooring, we'll do that real quick, so we'll go back up. And this time, because we're trying to move over Highway Town, we're going to go ahead and connect it. And just start going off in that direction, a little bit at a time. And place the generator there. Sometimes you get it too close to the build boundary and you need to move it back. That's why I just suggest using 2 floors to start with. edit mode. Go ahead and store that again. And we're going to go ahead and move our camp here again. Yeah, it still lets us, so we're going to continue. Go ahead and build, and we're just going to do this a couple more times till we're above the balloons, and then I think we can go ahead and move over the top of it. Oh, God, gotta go to history, stored, delete the blueprint. You don't have to delete the blueprint, but it will hold on to the 5, say, platform stairs, and it won't let you take from those when you're creating new ones. So as long as you're deleting the blueprint, you're using the same 5 you have been, and you're not taking up your build limit, for example. Go ahead, stairs, platforms. Go ahead and get these placed again. Get the last one placed. I don't think we need floors for this particular one. We'll go ahead and try it without it this time. Go ahead and prepare. Go ahead and get this stored away. Now, I have tested how long these last, like how long you have until you can place your camp on them. I believe it's about 3 minutes before that little hunk of metal will despawn. So, you have a little bit of a time crunch, but as long as you take your time, you should be able to get it set up in no time. Get that placed, jump over the top of it, line up, build. And it's that simple. You just got to keep doing that, and make sure you don't fall off of this. Like, for example, the transition where you have to jump to it, you don't have any floor, so you cannot mess that part up. So yeah, that's a little stressful, I'd say. But once you get used to it and you've done it a couple times, it's pretty easy to just get into a rhythm and keep doing it. And then once you have even these types of floors, once they're placed, say you go to jump, and for the sake of the video I'll show you, and you fall, and you get down, that's fine. Now that there is some floors up there, we're going to be able to fast travel and spawn up on top of them again. Sometimes it puts you in a dangerous spot like this, but that's okay. Just watch yourself, climb back up to the top, and continue with your process. The only time it's really dangerous is when you have to make that transitional jump back on top of the camp icon, and then continue. So we're going to go ahead, continue with building. We're going to go ahead and place some floors down. Extend it out over this way. We'll be straightening up as we go, but while you're just going up into the air, it really doesn't matter. Go ahead and place that there. Destroy this again. This poor generator, but it is very important that we have it. Open the build menu, go into edit, store it, repeat. We're almost to where we can start getting right on top. It does take a minute to load into the build menu sometimes. Just gonna have a little bit of patience, but yeah. Other than that, it's a very simple process, and then you can build whatever you want. In another video after this, I'm going to be posting one of the camps that I did and designed after I got the hang of doing these sky builds, and I'm pretty proud of it. I'm excited to see what you guys think. If you have any ideas you'd like to see, also please let me know in the comments. Well, that's not what I wanted at all. There we go. Now, as you can see at this point, we're pretty much level, if not just a little bit taller than the balloons over here. So we're going to go ahead and go up probably one more, just for this video. Okay, we're going to go ahead and grab out the floors, and this time we're going to do it on this side. If I can get it to connect. There we go. Generators, get out our large generator, get that placed. I'm gonna just go ahead and destroy it one more time. Enter the build menu. Go ahead and go into edit, store. And we're gonna go ahead and one more time place our camp. We're gonna go ahead and try and get it as straight towards us as we can, if it'll let us. Now that build limit might be there, so what we might... Oh no, wait, it worked. Okay, cool. We might have just went over the build limit, or the build... the distance between where we can build, like, near the balloons. Alright, let's go ahead and build, jump. There we go. Go ahead and build up one more time. Grab our stairs out. Get them placed. We'll go ahead and do the floors first. Don't want to get too ahead of myself here. Now, we're pretty close to where we want to be, so we're going to go ahead and this time we'll use a couple more floors. Extend out that ways. And that's why we have a jetpack. So we don't just go and make a horrible mistake. Okay, floor. Come on. There we go. Okay, this should work right where the build limit is, and it'll go ahead and move our whole build limitations right over the center of it. Go ahead and place that right here. And hopefully this will be the last time we need to destroy this. Then until the next time you need to do a sky build, you really don't need to worry about this generator. So if you want to, you can get rid of it or use it for whatever you're going to be using up here. I suggest waiting until you have a fusion core generator or anything that can output at least 100. So for the time being, yeah, use this one. I believe they output 10. We'll check that. But yeah, they're only really needed just as a tool to place the camp on, so I don't need it beyond what I'm using it for. And you do gotta do this last jump, this last placement, just so your camp is right above Highway Town. Right there. Don't do this. No! Oh, I almost went and lost it all. Yeah, we're not quite right above it. That saddens me. You know what, we'll go ahead and go over it a little bit further. We're almost there. This was just a hairy situation to be in. Got a history, stored. No, not that. Dude. When you see that loading screen, it doesn't go away. Sometimes all you gotta do is load back into the building menu. Good old Bethesda. Camp pieces. I think my character is getting hungry. I'm breaking my own rule here. Jump all the way up. And there we go. Now let's see how far over we can get right above Highway Town. Now this part's a little janky. I guess it really doesn't matter where they're at. I can just use them to get over as far as I can. Let's take a look down. We're almost where we want to be. One more would probably do it. I think for the sake of this video, this is probably fine. You can place it wherever you want. If you can get high enough, you can go above most places on the map, like the White Springs, for example. And then people actually see your store before they'll actually be able to see the normal free fast traveling places. Now we're gonna go ahead, go to power, not walk off this long drop to our inevitable doom. Go ahead and destroy it. Go ahead and get rid of it this last time. Alright. Somewhere in here, yeah, this is what I mean. Sometimes you really gotta be finicky with it until you see it go. And I'm happy with this. If you are not, you can always move yours in a little bit further, wherever you're gonna build it. But yeah, there's so many cool designs you can do with this. You can do some UFOs, of course. I'd like to see all of your guys' ideas. Please let me know in the comments. But for the sake of this video, I think this is a decent height location. We'll go ahead and view it on the map once we're done placing a couple things. Now, to ensure that you never fall once you have like your height figured out and everything, like I said, you need at least one floor. So we're going to go ahead, place that, maybe a couple. Since this is a good representation of where the exact center of your camp is going to be, we're actually going to go ahead and take that and try to place it right below us to mark where the center is. Okay, so that's the center. This is pretty close, but I'd like it to be better than that, so we'll go ahead and move over here. Go ahead and move this floor up to the camp until you see it start to... Oh, so another great tip when you're building, at the towards the bottom left, you can see there's the placement snap on X if you're on controller. Go ahead and switch that to collide, and then to free for something like this. So we can readjust. And what we're trying to do is see where it clips through the camp icon. What I may have to do here. How do I want to do this? We'll go ahead and place one more. There we go. Now, that this is set to free, we should be able to see where it starts to cut through. Right there, looks like it should be, yeah, just about the dead center of the platform. So this will work. That's going to be your center of your camp. And then you can go ahead and build whatever you're going to build up here. Whether it be a bunch of floors and you just want an open floor plan with a decent workshop, or an intricate design with your UFO or anything else. So yeah, this is how you get up into the air, guys, with the new update. That's how we're doing it. If you liked the video, please leave a like. If you enjoyed it at all, found it helpful, consider subscribing. It does help a lot. I appreciate it. And I will see you guys in the next video.